So here we are back at the Amite Library. Obviously, we have an educator from the Audubon Institute here holding a snake, and therein hangs the tale. As Tangipahoa kicked off the summer reading program, Haley Shannon is here from Audubon, and I guess we should back up a second and tell people why you're holding a snake, and about a minute ago, you were petting an iguana.
We are bringing some animals around to different library programs here in different parishes around New Orleans and Louisiana in order to talk to them about different conservation, as well as just educate them about the animals they have in the wild here and all over the world.
So one of the obvious aspects of the show you perform for these kids who came to the Amite Library, and I guess it's the same everywhere, they get to pet the animals.
They do. We make sure that it is a very interactive program for them. We get to read some stories as well as bring our animals around for a safe touching aspect where they can feel and see and really get to interact with these animals.
How did this all get started by the Audubon Institute? I mean, obviously you've been doing it a while.
I have been doing this for about a year. There have been multiple coordinators before me, and we just saw the need to really get out into the communities and out into the towns in order to really spread the word about our education and about our animals.
Is part of the goal to get these kids to go home and ask mom and dad to bring them to the zoo?
We would love to have you guys at the zoo. It is absolutely, you get to see more animals, you'll get to interact with more animals, but really I love to have a take-home message of making sure that we are protecting our wildlife here. Little things you can do at home, making sure you're recycling, turning off the water, unplugging your TV or turning it off when you're not using it, making sure when your phone is all the way charged, you unplug those plugs as well. It really helps with our resources and helps our animals in the long run.
You know, we're lucky to live in the proximity we do to New Orleans, where there's a world-class aquarium, one of the nation's great zoos, and other things.
Absolutely, absolutely. And there is so much to interact with and learn and be able to really see all of these animals that you wouldn't be able to see otherwise.
Tell us something about the Audubon Institute, especially relative to families that maybe we wouldn't know.
We are starting to do different programming there for our special needs, and on different Sundays of the month we have a whole interactive program to get our special needs kids and adults out there to really get interactions. Touching is super important for all these animals. We have school programs as well where you can sign up and go with camps. We have overnight camps, we have camps for the summer and camps in the fall for Mardi Gras, so all different ways to get involved with our facilities.
So obviously you're handling a snake now, and before that you had, among other things, a poisonous tarantula. How do you handle these animals and not, well, get bitten a lot?
Well, the venomous tarantula, actually, the first way for them to protect themselves is not to actually bite. And we are well trained with how to handle and how to make sure our animals are feeling comfortable and safe. They have different ways to communicate to us, so we are watching for those different communications all the time. If ever an animal does feel uncomfortable, I make sure I do put them away and make sure they are safe and I am safe, as well as the rest of our people we're hanging out with.
How do you explain that a show like this will help a library to encourage kids to read over the summer?
With these programs, since we are reading with them, and that gets them into the library to initially sign up for these programs and really gets the family involved, we hope that they continue to come throughout the summer in order to see other presentations and to continue their reading and encourage them that this is a very great program.
Well, and of course, over the summer, I mean, it's a great day trip to go to New Orleans and go to the zoo and the aquarium.
Absolutely, absolutely, and we hope to see you guys there.
What else do you want to tell us?
I thank you guys for having me out, and I hope you guys have a wonderful summer. And please join us at any one of the libraries or at the zoo or aquarium this year, or insectarium as well.
What a morning of excitement it was here at the Amite Library for the kickoff of the summer reading program. No less than the Aquarium Aqua Van from the Audubon Institute in New Orleans came here and supplied zoologists and animals. Laura Brooks is here from the library, and I can't think of a better way to create a little excitement than let the kids pet a snake.
Yes, the kids have been loving having the Aquarium, the America's Aqua Van here today. They got to touch a pet snake and also a tarantula and some other animals as well. We're going to have different performers and guests every single week so that the kids will be able to have some really quality entertainment all summer long.
I guess the goal is to make kids want to come to the library.
Exactly. We've had great turnouts for our kickoff events so far. School got let out last week, and so they are looking for something to do this summer, and the library is the place to be.
Tell us, can we back up a second, how does the summer reading program work? First of all, you sign up.
You sign up by registering online, tangilibrary.com, and then through there you're going to log on how much you're reading. Everything is calculated by minutes so that it's fair, so you don't have to count by books, you can go by minutes. And then the more minutes you read, the more prizes you're able to get. And this is for every age group, all the way from babies to adults.
You obviously get to choose kids' books.
Right, you can choose whatever books you would like. As long as you're logging your minutes, everything counts.
And periodically over the summer, then, there are programs, I guess weekly, for the summer reading program.
Right, along with all these prizes, we're gonna have just regular events planned. And so it's really important that you log on to our website and follow us on social media, because we have so much going on, and you just want to be able to take advantage of all these opportunities.
Even at smaller branches like LaRonger and Independence?
Yes, even the smaller branches, they are chock full of events as well. And so, if you live in those towns, there's something for you there.
It reminds me, why would any parent over the summer not want their kids in the summer reading program? You're always looking for something that they can do.
Exactly, and plus everything is free. There's a lot of camps that we're competing with during the summer, but usually they have a registration fee. There is no registration fee with the library events. And so it's such a great thing for kids to take advantage of.
And looking at these kids who were in rapt attention to the display of the animals, it just got me thinking, some will go to the zoo for the first time. Some will ask their parents to bring them to the aquarium perhaps, but others, they might have a career in zoology because of this program they saw today.
I've heard many stories about whenever people come to schools or other events where they show animals, and kids have such an interest in it that they end up being a vet or working at a zoo because they have such an interest in it. And that's what we want. We want to spark interest in the children.
So what else do you want to tell us about the exciting things coming up this summer at your local library?
Well, I just want to make sure everybody understands we have such great events, but it's also important to sign up online to register so you can get those great prizes. You get prizes just for signing up. We have things such as pencil pads and notepads, and then also the teenagers get earbuds. So all of these great things that you get just for signing up. And the more you read, the better the prizes are.
And to get your kids inculcated with a love of reading, once you do that, it will stay with them a lifetime.
Yes, I agree. I remember as a child going to library programs like the ones we had today. And ever since then, I've formed a love for the library, and I love seeing all the different kind of events that the library can put on, as well as all the different materials and books and online resources as well.